Yo, what is up, guys? Mr. Garman Haunts here on the Halloween Prop Collectors, and today we are here to do a review on the Spirit Halloween 2020 Sewer Varmint. So, here's Sewer Varmint. It is a giant rat, basically. Hold on. Alright. So, here is the Sewer Varmint. Now, I will read from the box. I cannot read from the back. Actually, I could. I'll do that. Hold on. So here's the box. On the front, it says Sewer Varmint. Side-to-side head motion. Makes rat squeals and grunts. Red light-up LED eyes. Fog machine compatible. Connection accessories included. And stands 16.5 inches tall. Now, it only comes with the hose. It doesn't come with the adapter. I had to email Spirit for that. Hopefully they'll send one to me. God, this thing sheds. Okay. The side of the box. Sewer Varmint, fog machine compatible, accessories included. And then the other side says red light up LED eyes. Back of the box, it says Sewer Varmint. At the end of the summer of '89, when the factory finally shut its doors, no one thought twice. They padlocked the gate and walked away. But the rats never got the memo. Quick bath and the leftover toxic ooze and the mutations began. The first attack happened to some kids on the way home from soccer practice. Now the town lives in fear and sewer varmints are hungry and have a taste for blood. And then, step pack compatible, tri-me button compatible, fog machine compatible, adapter, all that good stuff, and indoor covered porch. He is $130. I paid about $105. No, I paid $104 with tax exempts and a coupon. So if you don't have tax exempts, which you have to be like retired from the military, so I get it from my grandmother, or my grandmother uses it, you'll be paying about $110 for this guy, which is not a bad price. But real quick, let me put him back on there. Alright, there he is. Alright, so on to the first category of size. So, Sewer Varmint is 16.5 inches tall, which is actually really, really big for a rat this size. Hold on a second. Yeah, so he's 16.5 inches tall. Real quick, here's my hand compared to the rat. My hand's about as big as this scar on the side. It's huge. The tail, when the tail is completely folded out, it'll make it about 42 inches long, which is pretty big. And also the heads are absolutely massive. And it comes in a very tiny box, meaning, yeah, it's pretty good for small areas, but you have to put it on something. But I'm still going to give it a 2. So next, price. So the price of this guy is $130, which I went over earlier. And from what I said, I think it's a very good price for Sewer Varmint because you're paying a very small amount of money for this animatronic. Well, a small amount of money for an animatronic, yeah, but real life that's a little expensive. But yeah, the price is getting it too. It's a pretty good price. Yeah. So next is setup. Alright, so the setup is where I take issue with this guy. What you need to do, you get the back feet that have the label back on them. You screw them into the base, make sure the module is face down. Trust me, I screwed up. And you put the front feet in, and you have to screw those in. Alright? You put the head on, you put a nut and bolt in it, make sure it's tight, and then you get the fog tubes and put them down there, alright? You just hose them down there, and it's a little funny. Alright, so after you do that, you have to put this plastic mold on for the body. You can hear it. You put the plastic mold on for the body, you screw that in, I think, here and over there. And then, probably the trickiest part, in my opinion, putting the fur on. Now, first you drape it over, but then before you start securing it, plug in your step pad, plug in your adapter, and all that crap. Turn up the volume as much as you need. And then, Velcro. I usually start from the head and go down to the butt. But you Velcro here, here around the leg, here around the leg. Then you go down, here around the leg, here around the leg, and then you go up. And then you gotta put the fog tubes. You gotta put the fog tubes right here through these two little holes in the butt of the rat, and then attach your fog hoses to them. And then, oh, I forgot to mention, you gotta unfold the tail as the first step. It's pretty difficult to set up, actually. Setup's gonna have to get a 1. This is not a beginner animatronic by any means. And you want to go to beginner animatronic, get Charlie or him. I like her. Just don't get this guy, or even Sam. Crap. Yeah, so setup's gonna have to get a 1, sadly. Now is on for the animation. Let me get this guy plugged in. Alright, he's now plugged in. And then... So, let me unplug this guy real quick. Alright, so, as you can see with the animation, his head's turned, and all 4 of his eyes light up. Yes, he has 4 eyes. He has one here, one here, one here, one here. And they all light up. Now, this guy isn't only step head activated. This guy is also training button activated, multi-proper mode activated, or IR sensor activated. Because luckily, YJ, the people who made this, put an IR sensor on his head. And it's actually a pretty good IR sensor at that. But, yeah, it's a pretty good animation. You're paying $130, you gotta remember. And, yeah, it's gonna have to get a 2. Now, real quick before I go into the scare factor, look at the eyes, man. And then the gloss in the mouth, the paint job, man, it just looks good. Same with the other head, but I can't access it. So, now it's on for the scare factor. In my opinion, the scare factor of Sewer Varmint, it depends on the person. It is at least a baseline 6, but if you are afraid of rats, this is a good 8, good 9, which is going to have to give it a 2, meaning I give Sewer Varmint a 9 out of 10, meaning I'll recommend it, but I only recommend it to people who've been collecting animatronics or know how to set up animatronics. Other than that, yeah, thank you guys for watching, see you guys in the next video.